How did it feel to get out here and practice against another team today?
It was great. This is actually my first joint practice, so a little bit of a new experience for me, but it's just good to practice against some guys in some different jerseys and go against a different defense and just compete. You're able to simulate a game-like experience. So I thought the intensity from us and execution standpoint was great, and had a fun out here today.
A lot of red zone work. You caught a couple of touchdown passes in there. You got to feel pretty good about how you did today.
Yeah, no, it was good, and like I said and mentioned after the game a couple of days ago, that red zone was going to be a point of emphasis for us going into this week of practice, and so you guys saw that today, and we were able to get some good, efficient work, and I thought we took a step forward in the red zone.
Is it a little bit easier to get a read on exactly where the offense is when you're going against another team and you're in kind of a structured thing like this where you're going to get those red zone looks and things like that?
Yeah, it's a little different because you don't really game plan for practice and against the defense you're going against. Kind of just put in the plays that we want to work on, and whatever the defense presents us, we work through it. But it's good, like you said, to just get out, go against a different defense, and then if you're efficient and you're scoring touchdowns and whatnot, that does feel good. It's good for the confidence, and because anytime you score a touchdown is a big thing.
How different does your role in this offense feel from your role when you were in Arizona?
Yeah. Different from the standpoint of, majority of the plays being the primary target, and knowing that, especially when we have man coverage, I have to win because the ball's coming to me. But in essence of, moving inside, moving outside, last year in Arizona I was predominantly in the slot, but I had done majority of just outside and moving inside, my time in Arizona, and I'm doing that a lot here now, and that's where I feel like I'm at my best, is playing outside and then being able to get moved into the slot and just kind of be dynamic.
Is some of your usage a little bit similar to back when you were in college at Texas A&M?
Yeah, definitely. Just running a bunch of different routes and doing a bunch of different things. I've always prided myself on being a versatile receiver and just being able to do it all.
And I mean, even some of the reverses and end arounds we've seen, you get the ball in your hands quickly.
Yeah.
Almost reminiscent to how it was when you were at Texas A&M. They just kind of gave you space to kind of work and try and make plays.
Yeah, that's a great thing about Doug and Press. They do a great job of just, we have so many weapons and guys on this team that can make plays, and putting guys in the right position and giving them the opportunities to make plays with the ball in their hands. With Jamal and LaVisca, and then you have Marvin and Zay. We all have different skill sets, and so they've been doing a great job of just putting us all in the right position to succeed.
You mentioned a couple of those different guys. I mean, when you have an offense with so many different playmakers that have very different skill sets, does that make you a little bit more dangerous?
100%. I was a part of an offense last year that was very similar in that sense. We had a lot of guys that can make plays, all different skill sets, and so once you get into that ebb and flow of being able to utilize everyone, and it makes it harder for the defense to game plan, and the offense just starts to take off. So I'm really excited to see what we can do this year.
In your experience, how long does it take for that offense to really get on that same page where everybody's kind of in sync and it's working?
Yeah, the funny thing, especially with offense, is it could honestly be one drive that could turn the whole thing for you. It could happen week 1, it could happen week 4. Hopefully it happens early. And I think for us, it's happened early because we've shown flashes of how good we can really be. And I think week 1, if we go out there and we execute and we play to the ability that we can, the confidence will be very high for this offense.
Can it happen that quick, even when there's so many new pieces? I mean, you're new, Zay Jones new, Evan Ingram new. I mean, new offense with Doug Peterson. Can it still just kind of click and gel that quick?
100%, because of being detailed in our work. We pride ourselves on being detailed. So if I'm supposed to be at 12 yards, two yards outside the numbers, I'm going to be there. And that's the kind of guys that we have. Trevor's very detail oriented. All the wide receivers, the tight ends, everybody is focused on being at the right spot and doing what they're coached to do. And so as long as we do that, it can happen that quick.
What do you thought of Coach Jackson, first year with him as the wide receiver coach?
Yeah, he's been great. Just his knowledge of the game. He's been around the league and different guys in the league for a while now, and he's great at just getting us mentally prepared, to practice every single day and just setting the culture for us in our room. And he realizes the type of guys that we have in our room and how good we can be. So he's always pushing us and holding us to our standard.